Hi, everybody. Welcome back to From Adversity to Awakening, Transforming Hardships and Greater Spiritual Connection and Joy. I'm your host, Peggy O'Neill, and I'm so glad that we're back together again. It is a new year, and we're a little late in getting out this year. We had some CRM issues, and that's all cleared up now. So, anyway, we're back on track, and I'm glad you're here. And I hope you made some great, huge, wonderful, clear intentions about what you wanted to experience more this year. And I'm happy to report that I did, and I wanted to have more warmth and I in the winter, and I wanted to have some beach time, more beach time, and boy, did I score. They say see it, feel it, believe it, and there it is. And that is what happened to me. So I'm in the beautiful St. Augustine, Florida at the moment. And if I turn my camera 180, you would see out my window and out that window too. The beach is right there, 5 steps away. And it is warm, no jackets. It's not swimming weather, but anyway, I know that we can all, see it and especially feel yourself receiving it and then have the experience of it. So my year is off to a good start. I hope yours is too. Today is Valentine's Day, and even though this doesn't look red, it is red. And I'm here. We're going to talk a little bit about love and self-love today. But before I get into all that, I wanted to share with you a little bit about how I'm going to change the format of From Adversity to Awakening this year. So I'm going to be doing a lot more teaching, and I'm going to be interviewing maybe one person a month and then doing, I'd say 1 to 3 audio videos teaching around a new teaching that I have coming out called Diamond Awakening. And this is because I want to work with people in a deeper way so that they can go in deep inside themselves, clear out all the mishigash, wash the tar from their heart, untangle all the issues around their ego structures and all that, and awaken to their own diamond, divine like nature. So I don't know if you guys know my story about this, but I'll share it with you now. In my mid 30s, I was having a lot of challenges, and I didn't really seem to be able to get a solution to any of them. There was romance, there was career, and yeah, those were the two main ones. Friendship and money were okay, but so, like, I couldn't get established in a career, and like a lot of failures, a lot of failures, and I felt really unlovable. Couldn't get my romantic life to work. And by the time I was mid 30s, all my friends were, married, having kids, and here I was, and I was felt like I was totally missing out. And I, sort of beat myself up about it. And when that happens, this critical voice just takes us on a downward spiral. And I'd wake up in the morning, even though I lived in Kona, Hawaii, with some friends on a beautiful fruit and flower farm. I was living outside was paradise, inside was hell. I wake up in the morning, my critical voice would be there. Nobody's ever going to love me. I'm never going to get loved. I'm unlovable, blah, 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 blah. I want to end my life. And this went on for some months. And I'm very fortunate. I knew that there would be severe consequences if I acted on those thoughts, so I did not. And I prayed for help. And I was introduced to the Diamond Approach, or the Ridwan School of Spiritual Development, which many of you have heard me talk about. Anyway, I, I started up with the school, and there's a whole lot of stories that happened between finding out about it and where I'm going to tell this story. But this story, my Diamond Awakening, was really a major turning point for me in my life. And it shifted the foundation of my identity. And what happened I was involved in a Fisher-Hoffman process, which was a 6 month long course. The format I took it in was 6 months, not in residence. It was, I'd go home at night and come to classes on weekends and once or twice a week in the evening, something like that. Anyway, we were focusing on our difficult experiences with our parents between conception and puberty. So a lot of negative, difficult memories were getting the light of consciousness, shine, shone, whatever that word is, on them. And I was having a lot of like reality check with how I really felt about my early years and seeing that there were a lot of hurts there. So, and then also, all the stuff that happened for me at school as a kid with the teasing and the name calling. And between, I'm in my 30s when I'm doing this, and then recalling at the beginning when my friends started dating and that wasn't happening for me and all the pain that was around that. So there was a lot of pain. And I was putting a light of my consciousness on it, and I was bringing that light there to heal it. So one day I go to the class and there's some pillows and a bat. Some of you have heard this story. Anyway, I love to tell it. They give me an invitation to take 3 rounds of 45 minutes to express and release all of these pent up feelings of hurt, anger, terror, resentment, hatred, whatever. Right. So these really dark feelings. This was a space, a safe space where I could let it out without hurting myself or anyone else. So there I am, pounding away at my pillows and yelling and screaming. And I want to be treated like a whole human being, and I want to be loved, and all this kind of stuff. And after, it was, weird, of course, but it was also very cathartic and it felt great on one level. So I just kind of like stuck with that. I knew that I needed to have this release. So I just kept with it, and I kept expressing my feelings, letting them go, and letting the energy move through my body in a very fierce way. And at the end of the 3 rounds, I laid back on my pillows and I closed my eyes. And I saw something in my heart that changed my life. And what I saw was a diamond. Now, it wasn't the kind of diamond you wear on your finger. This diamond was huge. And it went from above my head to below my toes. And shimmering prisms of light were shining out in like every direction. It was so incredibly beautiful. And when I saw the diamond, inside I knew that this was a representation of who I really am. And that all of this stuff about being a little person, something's wrong with me, I'm different, and all of that stuff that I had my identity so caught up in was actually not true at all. And my challenge in my life, so this is what I call diamond awakening, an understanding of my true nature. And at that particular moment, what I was needing was to see that I was valuable, that I was lovable, that who I am because I'm a human being, not because I have certain awards or I've gotten certain degrees or won certain contests or competitions or any of that stuff. Have a certain material thing or have a romantic this or that just because I was a human being, I was intrinsically, innately beautiful, precious, magnificent, and lovable. Let's have a little break. I wanted to share with you about an incredible stress busting tool that I created called Tap for Joy. And it incorporates acupressure tapping, you may have heard of it, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, and somatic awareness into this mighty mouse of an app that can reduce stress and increase happiness. Check it out at Tap for Joy in the Apple Store, Tap for Joy, or an explainer video at tapforjoyapp.com. It will help you to come to center, reduce stress, have a better mood, be more amicable, boost your immune system, deal with past trauma, all kinds of things. There's also an upgrade you can get with lots of cool features. So check out Tap for Joy and tap your way to joy today. So let's get back to the interview now. And as I saw this diamond, there was a guidance inside of me saying, this is who you truly are. And I knew it was true. I mean, I knew it was more true than anything I had ever known in my life. And I would say that my challenge since that time has been to embody and be that diamond. So I say, close your eyes and see your diamond, then open your eyes and be the diamond. That's the really important part. And in certain part of my life, I haven't been getting what I want. And my super ego has been telling me, my critical voice has been saying, you're not enough. You're not lovable. This, that, you're a failure, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I know you all know that scenario because we're all human beings and that is how life tests us. And every time I can either choose to go down that deep hole of I'm not enough, or I can choose to, in that story about feeding the wolf, I can feed the wolf that says and knows I am a diamond. I am precious and beautiful beyond compare. And the more that I have learned to hold myself in that regard, the more I have learned to live for my true identity, the more I have created heaven on earth. And here I am. I mean, this morning it's Valentine's Day, and I went for a walk with my dog on the beach, and I came back. I got up early to watch a friend. It's in the Para World Championships at like 6 this morning. I was tired. I lay down on the couch, and I just started. So I had a memory of many Valentine's days many years ago. And what happened back then was I would have tears of sadness and longing and why can't I have a relationship and where's my beloved and I want somebody who knows how special I am and today, what happened, and this has been through that transition of growing into being and holding myself as a diamond, into the self-love, into the true identity, into the boundless joy of knowing my true nature. And today, my experience was just, my heart was like a fountain of overflowing gratitude, of feeling loved. And I don't have a partner. I don't have anybody here with me. I'm here all by myself and I'm having an amazing experience. And I just and as I stayed with it, actually, the love started to not just be directed to myself, but I started to feel the presence, like a loving presence that was in me and around me and ultimately is me. I am that love. And when I know there's no separation between me and love, there's nothing that I have to get. There's nothing that I have to strive for. It's like I already know that I'm lovable because I'm love. So, anyway, this is the teaching that I would like to impart for you guys and anybody else who happens to come on board this year. There's going to be a book, there'll be a class, there'll be one-on-one sessions, there'll be all that kind of stuff, retreats, and anybody who has an inkling that that kind of awakening is what's awaiting them, or if they're sort of at a spiritual plateau and they just can't get to the place where life has a sense of ease and natural support and internal joy and a lot of moments of bliss, then this would be a great thing for you to take on. So, future episodes will be more about this, how you can undo that. And since today's Valentine's Day, I thought that we could experience not so much about love from the outside, but love from the inside. And so I like to guide you through a little 5-minute diamond heart meditation. Okay? So if you would, just you can sit or lie comfortably. Sitting, I think, is a good idea. Then you don't fall asleep. And take a couple of deep breaths. Just let everything relax. Sense your arms and your legs. Sense your belly. And you can slowly close your eyes. I'm just going to keep my eyes open because I'm standing on a stool and I don't want to fall off. So you're just another deep breath in, eyes closed or downcast. And exhale. Another deep breath in and out. And just letting your body relax. Feeling that space in your chest relaxing and opening. Feeling yourself come present with this moment in your body. And letting your heart open. So I'd like you to go into your heart, bring your vision down into your heart and sense your heart and notice how it feels. You might notice if it feels open or closed, like maybe the temperature. Is it warm, cool, cold? Does it feel soft or hard? Like those kind of things. Is there any qualities like joy or fear inside or present with your heart right now? So just checking in with your heart. How is it? How's it going? And notice. And if you want, you can put your hands on your heart. Another deep breath in and let it go. And then we're going to do a visualization where you see a fountain, a gentle flowing fountain of love in the center of your heart. And the water is coming up and it's going out. And you can feel the softness, the freshness, the warmth. The water is warm. You can feel the flow of kindness, care, compassion, and love. And just let yourself feel that flow of love inside your heart. You could see it, you can feel it, you could be it. Any level you can get to, that's great. But just let yourself feel that. And the fountain can get bigger if you want it to get bigger. Come all the way up out the top of your head. Let the water, imagine the water coming down around you and a flow of this gentle spray of loving water, washing whatever you're holding inside that's not love, that's not joy, and just letting that happen. Another deep breath in, seeing the fountain of love, feeling the flow of love inside your heart. And then I'd like you to sense a little deeper to your beingness and feel or imagine or visualize a pink cloud of soft, gentle love surrounding your body, holding you, supporting you, loving you. And just let yourself be held by this loving presence. And notice what it feels like to feel the loving presence. You might feel or want to say, notice that there's no separation between you and this loving presence. There's a part of you deep down inside that is this loving presence. And it can be here and we can be aware of it and connected to it and supported by it. Notice what happens when you say, I am love. I am loving presence. Always here for me. always here for others. This doesn't mean that we have to act perfectly all the time. It's just to know that our nature is love. Take a deep breath in and feel the loving presence, your connection with it, your whole body, mind, spirit being embraced and supported by this loving presence. And just notice what it feels like. You might feel some expansion. You might feel subtle tingling. You might feel connection to a deeper part of yourself, to someone you love, to all that is, to God, to your surroundings, whatever. Just notice that sense of ease in connection and how it thrills the heart to connect to ourself, to all that is. All right, another deep breath in, feel it, see it, believe it. All right, so we're gonna wiggle our fingers, bring our hands down by our side, wiggle our toes. And when you feel ready, you could slowly open your eyes. Hey, let's have a little break. And I wanted to share with you about one of my superpowers, which is helping people get through really tough stresses, difficulties, issues, and even trauma or traumas. Lots of people have worked with other people and said, I couldn't break through, but with you, I could. And not only do I help you like get to breakthrough, but also help you to pull back the layers of stress, melt the ice of frozen energy inside of you, and give you access to the beautiful ocean of creative intelligence that's inside of you and all its qualities like strength, courage, wisdom, joy, laughter, and compassion, etc. So chatwithpeggy.us is my scheduling, and sign up for a discovery call. You can work with me one-on-one on the phone, Zoom, in person over time, or come to my hometown for a weekend intensive. I look forward to working with you that way if your heart is so drawn. So I hope that was a wonderful vision, feeling, experience for you. And I wanted to start with this experience because the Diamond Awakening is about recognizing our true nature, and then our true nature is never separate from love, never separate from goodness, never separate from God. And that self-love isn't necessarily, part of it is, yes, positive self-talk, part of it is self-care. But if you stop there, you will just be climbing the mountain with effort and exhaustion for the rest of your life. If you recognize from the inside out your true nature is love, and that you are valuable, and that you are completely 100% lovable just as you are, maybe nobody knows it but you, that's a good start. All right. Well, that's all for today. I'm so glad that we all had this time together. I hope that you were enriched by this experience. If you would like to share it with others that know that that maybe could use this kind of understanding about their true nature. As I said, I'm moving into working more and more one-on-one with people. And if you go to my website, peggyspeaks.com, under individuals, you can get instructions on how to get a hold of me, or you can write me an email, whatever, and can do some one-on-one work. And and also there you'll see that I offer a free 30-minute transformational discovery call or like session where you are guaranteed to experience some kind of transition or transformation. So anyway, Thank you so much for being here with me. I love all of you. I'm feeling a lot of love right now. And I hope that you take the love that you're recognizing more that you are into your heart so you experience more joy, more connection, and more fulfillment. So long for now. I'll see you next time. Well, thanks for being a fan of the podcast, and I would love if you would subscribe. Also, wanted to remind you about that mighty little app, Tap for Joy, and share with you about the amazing features for just $5 a month, like a no brainer, right? You're going to get some amazing tools for decreasing stress and increasing happiness, like a happy memory journal, which rewires your brain for happiness. You're going to get a bunch of customized tapping dialogues, which pinpoint and target your stress areas, a learn center, a bunch of other stuff, and a 5-day challenge. Highly recommend that for getting the most out of your results for decreasing stress and increasing happiness. So check out Tap for Joy, download it now in the Apple Store, try it out. You'll be surprised and amazed at how amazing it is, how remarkable it is, and how transforming it is. And I will see you on the next episode. So long for now.